Hey, ¿cómo están todos? Witcher001 de vuelta con Genshin Impact. Esta vez con la historia de personaje, la misión legendaria de personaje Imperatrix Umbrosa, acto 1, Reflexiones sobre lo mortal. La automía solitaria. Ve a la estatua de la diosa omnipresente. La aventura llega a su fin por ahora, y tú y Paimon planean visitar de nuevo la estatua de la diosa omnipresente. Es decir, la misión legendaria de Pal, así es. La gran arconte que me duele no haberla conseguido en el 50-50, pero hey, hay que seguir adelante. En fin. Ay, ¿por qué no ganas? ¿Por qué no? Todas las protogemas que ganes se las usas en ella. No, pues ya, no la gané, ni modos. No quiere venir a casa, pues no vendrá a casa. No puedo obligarla. Podría esforzarme y comenzar la gana. No tengo ganas. Vamos a ver esas fotogemitas para 4 personajes. Personajes puede ser ellos.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Qué coincidencia. ¿Acaso te burlas de mí?
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Ipe. Parece que tienen algún problema.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
¿Oí que esa tormenta representa la voluntad de la Shogun?
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
¿Le tienes miedo acaso? Eso sería un poco infantil. ¿Quién? ¡Cuernos! Sois tú rechazado. Rechazado, Nacho. Estoy grabando, maldita sea. Respeto, por favor. Eso sería un poco infantil.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here. Which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the Almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Ciertamente parece preocupante, pero debe haber una razón para el cambio de la tormenta.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
Pues el anciano
The
Paimon.
Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the Almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
Sí,
To put
mátenlo.
it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Changos, todo
blame
el
yourself,
peso
Master.
del padre.
You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues.
No
for
me
him.
suena masajito.
Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a
Masajito
few
de
days.
piecito.
Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryo Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryo Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right?
Que también que ellos no tengan que no tengan una propia voluntad de saber qué hacer, digo, o sea, sí, la Shogun se va, pero sí, digo, no sé, para mí, y tal vez porque no sé mucho de lo que hablo, si mi reina se va, bueno, diosa se va en este caso, porque es un... No, pues es que sí se les considera reyes, ¿no? ¿Verdad? Se les considera lords, no sé. El punto es que si mi cabecilla, quien lidera toda esta cosa, dice, no, ¿saben qué? Me echo para atrás un ratito. Vuelvo a lo que era antes de la última orden. O sea, si la última orden ya no está, pues ¿cuál era la anterior? Ah, pues seguimos esa ya. O simplemente mantenemos una estabilidad y listo. Que ya no hay decreto, pues ya no hay decreto. ¿Y qué sigue? Pues devolvemos las visiones, ¿no? Pues sí, yo creo que sí. Ah, pues está. No sé, como que tengan conciencia de hacer lo que quieren. Porque también sí está el temor de que hagan algo que la Shogun no quiera. Pero ahora sí que es, pues, no podemos esperar a la Shogun. Pues si la Shogun necesita un tiempo, ok. Pero no todos vamos a poder tomarnos ese tiempo porque las cosas tienen que continuar, independientemente de quién seas. Pero bueno.
If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Tal vez podríamos invitarla a salir un rato.
Huh? You can actually do that?
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
Lo intentaré.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine!
Yes.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Reinita, por supuesto.
What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. You came because you need my help, didn't you? Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter?
Quiero invitar a una cita a la Shogun.
And since then, the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
La comisión Tenryo también necesita su atención.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
¿Su temperamento ha cambiado? Eso es difícil de
Her
creer.
power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
No te creo. Aunque tampoco es improbable.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Razón de más para ver cómo
I
está.
am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Hazlo por él.
I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Ah, sí, me la pelan.
I've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
Ah, sí, me la
Guji
pelas.
is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her.
Ajá,
and
¿y
her
tú
alone.
eres?
Wait, this is authentic.
Siéntete libre de comprobarlo con Miko.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Ok, solo está haciendo su trabajo.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
No lo sé, Paimon, pero si en algo de especial es en concluir cosas muy rápido y malinterpretar todo. Aunque a veces tengas razón.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Oh, why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
¿Qué está pasando? ¿Está todo bien?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Las marionetas necesitan descansar y relajarse.
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and
Es un estado
relaxation.
mental. Si su mente está
I do
alterada, también
as she
se altera.
wishes. I can say no more than this.
Todo el mundo está preocupado por ti. Quieren verte.
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
¿Estás fuera de servicio?
It's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Empieza a preocuparme que el mismo planeta, el mismo universo separen a Shogun Raiden y a Ei como dos entes diferentes. Lo cual me hace pensar que entonces quienes tengan a Val no están jugando como Ei, están jugando como la marioneta.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed
De
about.
Paimon, sí.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
Ah, A eso se refería con prohibido.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No.
Toda una
She was
ingeniera.
not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
¿Cómo? Preví que querría modificar los reglas de funcionamiento del Shogun. Ajá. Eres tan estricta contigo
That's
misma.
why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
Paimon y tú le cuentan ahí sobre la tormenta y la comisión Tenryu.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Todo esto parece un poco arbitrario.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
¿Algún progreso en tu reflexión sobre la eternidad?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
De hecho, lo que dijo más directamente fue que apresurarse a tomar una decisión solo por el hecho de tener que tomar una es una equivocación. ¿Qué tal si vamos a dar un paseo?
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia?
Apuesto que no ha salido de aquí en mucho tiempo.
It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice. All right, then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guide.
¿Imprisionó su cuerpo
¿Tour
en
guides?
su mente?
What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go!
A pesar de que me molesta mucho, Paimon es buenísima para esas cosas. Entonces, ¿logró hacer que su cuerpo entrara a su propia mente? ¿O está creando un cuerpo a partir de la mente? Es para mí importante saberlo porque me importa.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness
Qué
beneath
mal
my
que no
feet.
tenga la Shogun.
Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
Estaría chido que la tuviera y aquí la estuviera usando. El dolor. Le pain. Pero pues bueno, ¿qué se le hace?
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. Huh. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Parece una reacción un poco exagerada. ¿Acaso no patrullas normalmente por estos lugares?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the
ya
ordinary
está
people
diferente.
that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any more either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
No necesitas saber eso, créeme.
People seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Papeles. Oh no. Ey, no, espera. No te preocupes. Son vendedores ambulantes. Diagrama de aventureros. ¿Qué? ¿What? ¿Acaba de aparecer en otra misión? Creo que sí.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see,
Chile.
many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either, and both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
No sé por el hecho de que es la Shogun todopoderosa.
Nice.
También tiene una imagen muy
Sweet.
potente.
The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this Dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the Almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, Almighty Shogun, that's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dango milk.
¿Así que te gustan las cosas dulces?
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Es como... Bueno, no.
Adding weird abilities to the characters.
Shogun!
Es como la mamá papá que quiere lo mejor para sus hijos, pero se centra tanto en una sola idea, se obsesiona tanto que no escucha lo que realmente quieren sus hijos. Ella les da lo que piensa que quieren, pero no escucha lo que ellos quieren realmente. Y por ende lo sobreprotege o se cierra mucho en una experiencia.
Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
Viene de
She just wants
visita.
to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to... read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
No te pongas nervioso. Solo quiere echar un vistazo.
Well... okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
A ver. ¿Qué? No se confunda, no estoy sorprendido o extrañado, me parece divertido el título en sí, que sí es estúpido. ¿Acaso estoy leyendo un formato de indirecta sobre quejarse de los títulos de animes? ¿Acaso es esto lo bueno reconocer que la historia es que solo necesito comerse el centro para hacer la suerte? Esta es una maldita referencia a ese anime que no sé si ya terminó de salir de... He estado matando a slimes por 1000 años y ya llegué al máximo nivel, o también he estado, todos los pinches nombres de animes, porque incluso sí vi que se quejan mucho de eso, incluso PewDiePie hizo un video al respecto de por qué por qué los nombres de los animes en inglés son tan tontos. Y precisamente es eso. La duda que tiene ella es precisamente todo el contexto que necesité para entender que esto es una burla indirecta hacia los nombres de animes en inglés. O los nombres en general de animes. Ok. Oh, is it grown to pick up girls in a dungeon? Dan Machi. O sea, sí, son nombres muy extraños. Ok.
It's so long. Is it true that hilichurls grow stronger from eating Sansetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
Es ficticio. Puede ser lo que el autor quiere
So
que sea.
it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilichurl life from an outside perspective,
Todavía no
perhaps?
puede. Todavía no.
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Supongo que es demasiado moderno.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Historia de reencarnación y aventuras, historia de amor, cotidiana, historias de artes marciales de Liyue. I guess. La gótica epopeya del relato de mi vida burrosa juvenil. Este libro trata de las historias de amor entre un hombre muy mediocre y 7 hermosas mujeres. ¿Qué? Es un relato cronológico de la vida cotidiana del protagonista con muchas anécdotas divertidas. El estilo es fuerte, la prosa es elegante y el autor sabe realzar ingeniosamente el encanto único de cada personaje de la historia. Pero la trama se detiene en un momento crucial cuando el amor de la infancia del protagonista está a punto de confesarle su amor. ¿Este es el de las quintillizas?
The suspense is killing Paimon! Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
Espero que el escritor le dé un final feliz.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please! The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
No la quiero verla ahí teniendo sus harems diestros y siniestros. A ver, historias de reencarnación y aventuras. La todopoderosa Shogun, renacida como Raiden con un poder ilimitado. En este libro el protagonista es alcanzado por un rayo bajo un cerezo del trueno. Al despertar descubre que se ha convertido en la Shogun Raiden. Antes de este suceso, era un don nadie con el que se metía todo el mundo, pero tras convertirse en la Shogun Raiden adquiere un poder ilimitado. El detective esta novela reside en euforia de pasar de la impotencia a la omnipotencia y en el viaje interior del protagonista para librarse finalmente de su baja autoestima. ¿Cómo se desarrollará la historia después de que el protagonista se convierta literalmente en la Shogun Raiden?
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A
Sí,
look
¿qué está
around.
pasando eso? ¿Por qué me caga la Shogun Raiden? ¿Un ensayo por?
Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
A mí me parece bastante original. No retrata mal a la Shogun.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Pero no eres tú. Aunque entiendo el punto. Eso supongo que es cualquier isekai anime de renacer en otro mundo. La vida me hizo luchador cuando yo solo quería ser escritor. El libro es una historia de artes marciales ambientadas en Liyue y centrada en la lucha entre diferentes bandas. El protagonista solo espera convertirse en un novelista, pero se ve envuelto en un mundo de las luchas entre bandas debido a una habilidad sin parangón en las artes marciales. El gancho de venta de esta historia es que el protagonista nunca se une a ninguna facción, sino que lo confunde constantemente con el maestro de una u otra de ellas. Los profesionales de las artes marciales que ven al protagonista como su enemigo siempre están montando una escena. El protagonista está atrapado en este embrollo mientras aferra un sueño de convertirse en un novelista.
Strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
¿Esta es la del Chang del noveno?
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
Lo importante es el viaje.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right? That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
¿Dónde chuchas? Ah, aquí estás.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Mostrar la historia de las artes marciales. Le cuento la historia ahí. Ahí.
Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved.
Es muy directa y cuadrada.
He doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all. So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plain of Euthymia, there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
Buscar el cambio está en la naturaleza humana.
I disagree
Nada
with
puede
your
ser
point
igual.
of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change, but I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
No tienes por qué darnos las gracias. Solo vinimos a
This may
divertirnos.
be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
¡Perro! ¿Por qué no capturamos una imagen de nosotros juntos?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Stop adding abilities to the characters.
So, what
Me está
are we
emocionando.
supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Qué buena definición.
Okay. So what exactly is striking a pose?
Tienes que hacer algo para registrarlo visualmente.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right?
Estoy viendo los memes.
The more
Los
I
estoy
think
viendo.
about it, the more embarrassing it seems.
Oh, sí.
How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
Esta le queda más. Intenta ser elegante y majestuosa, pero quisiera que fueras relajada y casual. Pero no, maldito machito. No, serio y firme no, definitivamente no. Relajada y casual, que se relaje. Sí.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
Perfecto, sí,
Okay,
sí se siente bien.
let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment.
Ay, eso me hace muy feliz. Ay. 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 Ay, qué bonito. No, que salga bien toda la montaña. Excelente. No soy bueno para estos, pero confíen en mí. Acercar. No, apunta ahí con la cámara. Ándale, así. Inclinamos tantito. Y ocultamos ahí y tomamos fotito. Ahí está. A ver, ¿qué te parece ahí?
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
No eres tú, en verdad. Es solo un registro.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special.
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
Claro, se puso muy existencialista, señorita. Es como lo que ocurre contigo y la Shogun.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
Entonces tu existencia no es singular.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me, but I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Inazuma siempre será Inazuma, así como los humanos siempre serán humanos.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no
A la
longer
madre,
Inazuma.
está tocando un tema muy importante de mentalidad generacional.
Both the Vision
Exacto.
Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps... Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Porque justo ahorita estaba pensando, pues es como si le dijeras a un abuelito y es que justo pensé, no, es que los jóvenes hoy, es que si no eran las cosas. O sea, en esencia es esto. Es esto. Vaya.
Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ahora.
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
¿Estás buscando a tu amo, a tu señor, a tu papito?
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then...
Tal vez no han terminado.
Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
Podemos ir a comprobarlo nosotros.
No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations.
A huevo, soy su jefa.
Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
¡Qué elegancia! ¡Qué transporte.
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
Punto de transporte. Oh, es un dominio. Ok, esto lo hablaré para no hacer tanto corte aquí. Creo que es un dominio. Particularmente a mí me gustan mucho las historias que tienen un mensaje emocional detrás o una lección de crecimiento por detrás. O sea, tras bambalinas, de fondo, pues. Y personalmente las historias donde ayudas a alguien a ver una perspectiva diferente que le ayuda a disfrutar más de la vida, me fascinan mucho. Pues estoy tan emocionado y tan feliz con toda esta cuestión de la Shogun Raiden como si fuera una niña tratando de entender todo el mundo que le rodea. Se me hace muy, muy bonito. Porque siento que es una de las expresiones más bonitas y bondadosas que un ser humano podría hacer por otro ser humano. Ayudarle a entender. Y yo me acuerdo que en un live estaba aquí dándole duro de que no, pues no sé. Siento que aquí hay algo más. Gracias a la información de IP, encuentras la base secreta del clan Takatsukasa. La comisión Tenry se encuentra en un estado precario y Kuyu Kamaji no ha regresado. Todavía no sabes qué ha ocurrido en este lugar. Sí, ¿por qué no? Entonces, sí, el hecho de que vivamos esta historia aquí con la Shogun, y más cuando son personas que tienen un estatus muy alto. Y por estatus muy alto en este caso me refiero a ella siendo una arconte súper poderosa.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Tal vez para no ser detectado.
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Danger.
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Yes. Me la pelan. ¿Aguantan? Solo déjenme comprobar. Le dieron su arma. ¡Pirres! Sí. No queremos quedar mal ante la Shogun, ¿eh? ¡Órale, pinche abuelito!
It's my lucky day.
Shine down!
Oh.
There is no escape!
To the ferry.
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryo Commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way. Now you shall perish!
Finally, to the ferry. Finally, my lucky day.
¡Oh, no! Se me acabó el tiempo. Estoy tan entretenido que ni me fijé.
There is no escape!
There's more.
Inazuma shines
Say no
eternal!
more. The ferry. More. To the ferry.
Ahí estamos. Ok, entonces aquí nosotros lo dejamos y nos vemos en los siguientes episodios de Genshin Impact con el Shogun Raiden y el buen Adere tomando un pequeño descansito y supongo que salvando al comisionado del clan Kuyu. A las 3 que. Bye.